This video is brought to you by hoodbeast.com. Design your own custom hoodies. hoodbeast.com.
Two-time scoring champ, 6 All-NBA appearances, 2-time All-Star MVP, 6-time All-Star, and a regular season MVP. Sounds like that would be a pretty good player to me. Yet, a lot of people hate on him. People will try and say anything to discredit his accomplishments. And I'm gonna talk about that too in this video because, well, I haven't had a chance to share my thoughts on this player and what he did last year yet. But first we gotta do the intro. Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Zach Lee. And Russell Westbrook supposedly got even better this summer. Now I know I can't just drop a bomb on you guys like saying Russell Westbrook got even better this summer without some sort of proof to back it up, right? You guys want to know proof. How did Russell Westbrook get better? And I got some undisputable proof, evidence, hardcore evidence to show you guys. Brandon Jennings said so. Yep, Brandon Jennings said that Russell Westbrook got even better this summer. That's all the proof I needed to know that Russell Westbrook got even better this summer. I mean, it's Brandon Jennings. Why wouldn't I trust what he's saying? Alright, but seriously, when I first saw this, I almost immediately clicked off the article because I'm like, how on earth am I supposed to take this seriously if it's coming from the mouth of Brandon Jennings? Isn't he supposed to be playing in China or something this year? Last I heard, Paul Pierce was over in China looking for Brandon Jennings.
About to walk into this practice court, okay? Is that Brandon Jennings over there? I think I see Brandon Jennings. Is that him? Thought I saw Brandon Jennings out here, but I guess he's not here.
So how is he supposed to know that Russell Westbrook got better? But then I saw pictures that actually Russell Westbrook and Brandon Jennings had been training together a lot this summer. So I guess that does give a little bit of credibility to what he is saying. Maybe he does know something about Russell Westbrook getting better. After that though, I thought, is it actually possible? Is there any way that Russell Westbrook could actually get better? I thought last year might have been his peak, as good as it will get for him. He'll stay around that good, which is still really freaking good, MVP level good, but then later in his career start to decline. I didn't think he could go up anymore. But then I also remembered all of the criticism that Russell Westbrook has gotten this past NBA season, saying that he can't shoot, he's a bad decision maker, a ball hog, turns the ball over too much, he's a stat padder. The list goes on and on and on. There are a lot of criticisms about Russell Westbrook. And now I am no Russell Westbrook fanboy, but I'm also no Russell Westbrook hater. I have heard both sides of the arguments, arguing why he's the greatest player that the world has ever seen, and people arguing that he is severely overrated. So I've heard the arguments, I've seen the clips, I have seen all the clips that people use to say that he's stat pads, showing his teammates boxing out for him, stuff like that. And after all of that, all I had to say is, who cares? So what? If I'm not mistaken, the Oklahoma City Thunder were winning more games than they were losing last year with the roster they had. In the Western Conference, the year after they lost Kevin Durant, they still went, what, 45-37 in the Western Conference. And y'all are getting on Russell Westbrook's case because he averaged a triple-double. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Look, if the Oklahoma City Thunder were struggling to win games last year, they were a below 500 team, didn't make the playoffs, and Russell Westbrook's play was clearly damaging the team, and he was still putting up these ridiculous numbers, I'd be like, all right, he deserves some criticism because his style of play isn't contributing to any winning basketball. He's losing games but putting up great numbers. It's not good. But like I said, when he's doing that, and the team is winning, that Thunder team that wasn't the best on paper was winning, I can't find it in my heart to hold anything against Russell Westbrook for the way he was playing last year. The dude had an MVP caliber season, he was MVP, and I'm never going to try and take that away from him. But back to the topic of this video, did Russell Westbrook actually get better this upcoming season? Can we take Brandon Jennings' word for Russell Westbrook getting better for this upcoming season? And I say I don't see why Brandon Jennings will lie about this because his reputation is on the line. Granted, it's not much of a reputation, I think, at this point, and there is no way to know for sure whether or not any player actually got better until the season actually starts. Even so though, I do see a lot of room for Russell Westbrook to improve this upcoming season. He was a great player last year, but he was far from a perfect player. He wasn't the most efficient scorer, struggled shooting the three, did make some bad decisions, made some bad passes, turned the ball over too much. So those are all things that he could look to improve on for this upcoming season. For example, let's take his three-point shooting. People hated on him a lot last year because he was seen as a three-point shot jacker. He was taking way too many threes. Russell Westbrook only shot 34% from three, and there's no way a 34% three-point shooter should be taking over 7 attempts per game from distance. So he was shooting way too many threes, but at the same time though, there is some positive in the negative. So Russell Westbrook still isn't the best three-point shooter. 34% is alright, but it's nothing too great. However, it is really good compared to what he has been shooting from distance the rest of his career. Last year was by far the best year he had shooting the ball from distance. He came into the league as a 27% three-point shooter. The man couldn't hit a three to save his life. And now he has progressed to a 34% three-point shooter when he was under a 30% three-point shooter the last year. So that is a pretty significant leap. So last year is a sign that he is showing progress in adding that element to his game, which of course, if he becomes a better shooter, will make him a much better player. There aren't many things on the NBA court that will be scarier than a Russell Westbrook with a jump shot. Defenses will now have to respect his jump shot if this is true, because they can't sag off of him 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet like they used to do before. They were trying to guard him from the bleachers. When he was shooting the three, they dared him. They wanted him to shoot the three, and he'd fall into that trap a little too much. But now though, if he does improve his jump shot, they can't do that anymore, making him much harder to guard, which makes him a much better player, which makes the OKC Thunder even more dangerous. Other than that though, I just think Russell Westbrook will look like a much better all-around player as well next year. Now, I don't think he will put up nearly the crazy earth-shattering stats that he was putting up this season, mainly because the Thunder got Paul George and they got another couple of nice players coming off the bench, so Russell Westbrook won't feel he has to put the whole team on his shoulders. But it's also because I think last year was more of a statement year for Russell Westbrook. I mean, you could see it in the way he was playing. Dude was playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of anger. He was an angry man. This year though, I think he'll chill out a little bit, which will help him think more clearly, so he'll cut down on some of those turnovers, be a better leader, just won't play as reckless, which, like I said, will make his numbers go down a bit, so he won't look as good on paper. But overall, when you're watching him, you should be able to see a more in control Russell Westbrook, which is kind of scary. So yeah, I do actually think Russell Westbrook did improve. But that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and like it for more daily NBA videos. And I almost forgot the question of the day, so here it is. Do you guys think that Russell Westbrook will come back even better this upcoming season? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. But now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday, I asked you guys what you think about the possible upcoming changes to the NBA draft lottery system, and here is what you said. Question of the day: I do not like the idea of these rule changes. I would be okay with it, except I'm a Hawks fan. They literally stuck in mediocrity for years. They finally tank, and now this. I hope these rules get approved. I'd rather they get rid of the whole draft lottery process and gave the teams with the best season records the top draft picks. I dislike the idea of rewarding bad performances. Well, that will never, ever happen, because then you'd see the exact same team getting the #1 pick over and over and over again for the rest of time, because they would have all of the good players on their team. They would never be able to lose again. And like I said yesterday, I only really like the change that said that a team can't have a top 3 pick in the draft 2 years in a row, because I do think it's kind of unfair for certain teams to always have a top 3 pick, because they lose 2 less games than the team that's always picking 4th, 5th, or 6th. So I think just rotating every year would be fine. But that's it for today, and I already kind of set the intro before the question of the day, so yeah, I guess this is where the video ends.